So
So
this is our first time trying this, right? It's going to
um,
be our new podcast. So tell us the name of our
I'm
podcast.
so we are the Formula Family Podcast. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Milena. I live in
Um,
Canada and I'm Lisa's aunt. And
I live in America, and well, obviously, like as she said, I'm her niece.
yes,
And we both love motorsports, so we decided, why not make a podcast?
of course, let's talk about what happens behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, paddock, and everything in between,
All of it.
right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So,
So, Lisa, what should we start talking about it?
I think we should discuss, a couple of the elephants in the room from the
Yeah,
off season, like Gunther leaving.
Gunter. I know
Honestly,
Gunter.
him
Who doesn't
leaving
love Gunter?
him leaving is like when they kill off the favorite character in your TV show.
Exactly. They did. They did. They should actually Netflix should give you a show just for him.
I
Wine to drive or something like that.
I
Um,
agree.
yeah, but Gunter, I think he was kind of a done with Formula One. I think he tried hard the last season with Haas, with those two
Yeah.
kind of more experienced drivers, and it didn't work. So I think he was
Yeah.
kind of, what do you think?
I I sort of agree, but I mean, he was just like such as like a fun little dude. He
Yes.
wasn't fun, like he was sort of a grump sometimes,
Yes,
but
Graham,
that's what
something.
made him fun, you
Yeah.
know? I
Yeah.
guess
He's the kind of a person you want to be around, right? He's real. He's the real
sure.
deal. Yeah,
He's he
I
makes me
know.
laugh.
He will be missed, but I heard he's back in the paddock this weekend as a
Oh yeah,
comment.
I heard.
Yeah, like he's just a commentator or something. I don't know what he's got, but he's back. He's there. It's in the
Yeah.
blood. They can get out totally, right?
Yeah.
And I think the
Yeah,
other thing
yeah,
maybe we
absolutely.
should talk about it is the new Ferrari guy.
Oh,
So, do you want to
so
tell us what you think about
yeah.
it?
So this is coming from a Carlos Sainz fan.
Okay.
My heart hurts
Ooh,
a teeny tiny bit.
yeah, I
I was
bet.
going through my phone this morning and I found
Oh,
my journal entry from when I, like, found out about the news at the end of the day.
no
So,
way.
here it is.
Okay,
So
tell
today
me.
here's, like, the censored version. So today, it was announced that Lewis Hamilton is going to Ferrari and in 2025. I've been in absolute shock all day. Like, "Why, Lulu? Why?"
Lulu.
Also, F Ferrari for getting rid of Carlos. He's an absolute gem,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the dumbest thing they did. Firstly, he's like the best strategist there, and he was the only non-Red Bull race winner last year. In the
That's
end,
right.
there was a measly 6-point difference between him and Charles. He deserves better.
Mhm.
Anyways, I'm wishing the best for Lewis, but justice for Carlitos.
Oh, Carlito.
I was
I know. It
I
was
was in
like a
denial
punch in our
all
heart,
day.
right?
I know, and he looks so good in red too, which made it like
That's the
I had
best.
to say that. I had to, like
Ah, I know. It was, you know what? I was hurt when he left Lando. The Carlando thing
yeah,
was a huge thing. It was so much fun to see everything. They're working together, they're doing everything together. But when he left McLaren to Ferrari, my heart was broken. I said, that's it.
that's
Carlando's over. But Carlando was not never over, right?
they're alive
He's
and
leaving
breathing.
Ferrari. Actually, he didn't leave Ferrari, right? Ferrari let him go.
Yeah.
And in the end, we have to think it's all about business. It's all about,
Yeah.
money and who can get a championship. If I was a Ferrari kind of a, owner or something, I wouldn't get rid of Carlos. But
I don't know. Like, I
so
think it's
if
definitely a good thing for Carlos, like, "Hey, your
I don't think
replacement is
so.
seven-time world" No, for him, like, mentally, like, you see, for his
Uh,
replacement to be a
yeah,
seven-time world champion, that means he's, like, a somewhat valuable dude if they're willing
yeah,
to, like,
yeah.
put like but at the same time, it's like with the Red Bull dominance, there's not that many teams that
Mhm.
can succeed. So it's just
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, it's a hard competition, right? Okay, can I bring out our next topic?
yes.
It's a hot one. At least was yesterday, a very hot one. Horner
Oh, yes.
Humors.
The
So,
it's bigger than the elephants. The woolly
it's
mammoth in the room full of elephants, if I may.
it is.
It's
It
heavy.
is. It's heavy. It's I think he even got a little bit more sparkles than the quali did, or
Yeah,
the
for sure.
practice did the last couple of days. And what I don't like it, because I think it should be all about, all we want is race, right? We
Yeah.
But it's an important topic, right? In terms of
And
the clarity and just the transparency or everything that happens behind the scenes, because it's a very
yeah,
important sports. What's your take?
of course. And I mean, obviously, like this is all alleged and we don't know. Like there's three sides to everything.
Mm-hmm.
His side, her side, and the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't entirely know.
No.
However, this is something that like needs to have like light shed on.
Mm-hmm.
He's the team principal of
Mm-hmm.
arguably the currently most dominant team
Mm-hmm.
in Formula One. And
Very
Formula
powerful
One,
man.
like, yeah. And, motorsports for so long and it still is such a highly male dominated
Mm-hmm.
industry.
It
Like,
is.
I think there need to be conversations about how, like, to not do that because if this
Mm-hmm.
is, true, this is just like another abuse of power
It
that's
is.
happening. And
And it has to be
I mean, like,
investigated. And I think it has to be,
yeah,
as actually Toto and Zach Brown was talking about that last night, that the investigation should be through FIA and to F1, not just
I agree.
independent, through Red Bull. It should be
I
a
was gonna say,
bigger
like,
kind of a,
Red Bull definitely like cares somewhat about their own reputation.
of
And like
course.
I'm not throwing out any accusations here,
No.
but I wouldn't be shocked if they
Mhm.
investigated themselves and then
Oh,
just decided to dismiss the case. But
yes.
now with like the alleged like files that were leaked and
Does
everything,
everyone saw that on Twitter today?
I if I had Twitter, I probably would have, but it's just
But we don't
I
know
don't
what's
know.
real, what's not. So we
We don't
can't,
know.
until they
And
finalize and get everything clear and transparent. And if they one day are willing to share, I don't think they have to, but they have to investigate.
I mean, and like in the age of like AI and everything,
You got
there
to be
is like
careful.
no definitive way. Like,
No,
but I do think that they
no.
should like investigate further because
Hmm.
I think it's clear. And I heard a rumor, I'm not entirely sure how true this is, but apparently he tried to like pay that woman off,
Yeah, he
like a
did.
fairly decent. Like, this is, I don't know if that's
Hmm.
confirmed or not, but in like
Yeah,
translating into like US dollars, it was like
yeah.
over 700,000, which is like, would an innocent person really give
Hmm.
someone hush money
No,
or for a
no,
crime,
no.
especially like that large of a sum of money? That's almost
I,
$1 million.
yeah, yeah.
You could buy a car with that much
Hmm.
money. You could probably buy a house with that much money.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it sounds suspicious, right? So I don't know.
for sure.
So we're gonna be discussing this a little bit further when the news comes more and we know more
Yeah.
about it. And yeah. So what's next? I'm having fun.
Um,
Are you enjoying
yeah.
this?
I am very much enjoying it.
I
We have
am too.
a little something that happened today called the Quali.
The quali, the first
Quali.
quali, and it's what? Lights out for the
And away we go.
2024 season.
I
Oh, so good. I can't wait.
I've been
It's
waiting for this day since Abu Dhabi. I've been like, "Ooh, when's the season starting
it's just
again?"
so weird, like to wake up on a Sunday and said, "Oh, there's no Formula One. What are we
Yeah,
gonna do?"
I know it's strange to like not hear the Dutch national anthem too, as much
I'm
as I heard it before.
not looking forward to that,
Yeah, I
but
don't know.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a few. We can't escape from that. Like
I'm
especially
definitely
today,
down.
like Max was awesome
Yeah,
again.
he was. I
Yeah,
mean, it's difficult because like in a way, it's like, you know, annoying hearing the same national
yeah,
anthem so many times, but at the
yeah,
same time, he's like
yeah.
just so like I think there's a difference. Like I don't love Verstappen, but I like Max. Like on
Yes,
the track, it's just like,
yeah, yeah.
come on, like
I
let
know.
someone else win for once. It's
Yeah.
like the amount of talent that that guy has. And if you
Hmm.
think about it, he's only 26. Like his
Yeah.
brain is freshly developed.
He is. Yeah,
Like,
he's very talented. I think he
really,
puts a lot of his life on it. And the other thing, like everyone there is not to race for second. Everybody wants to be first. Max
yeah.
doesn't care that he's going to be first forever. That's what he's there for. He's not there to lose. Oh, actually, none of them are there for that, right? They're all
Yeah,
there to win first place.
But
So let them race. Yeah, so
yeah, exactly.
Qualy was fun to
It
watch.
was.
I think the most fun thing that happened today, I think different from a year ago, from the first start of the season, they were very close to each other. So it's not like
Oh
Max
yeah.
is like 10 seconds ahead or something. They were very close. Like, I don't even know how close because I don't have the data here, but very close. So I think the race is going to be fun.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, there
And
isn't like the huge difference in cars that we saw last year. So we get like it is a mix because we have Red Bull, we have Ferrari, we have Mercedes, and we have Aston Martin, and we have McLaren in the
yeah.
10 first spots. So it's amazing to
Oh,
have all this
well, we
mix.
also have Haas. We have
Oh, we have a
Nico Hulkenberg.
Haas.
We
That's
have Nico
right.
Hulkenberg in 10th. I think we should
That's
just
right.
like hold him in the light for a
Sorry,
second.
Nico. Yeah.
No. Just
No, it's gonna be a good race tomorrow.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're
Um,
waking up.
so I wasn't able to watch the quali because I was in health class when it
There
was
you
happening. So
go.
like, life of a high schooler, but I
Yeah.
was like cautiously like reloading my phone and like my like little
Mm.
ESPN app wasn't working. So
Yeah.
I was just like reloading Instagram to see, and then my friend who was like in chorus at the time texts me, "Carlos in 4th." And I was like, "Yippee."
Yeah.
Like preferably it'd be first,
Carlos
but
in fourth.
we all know.
Leclerc second. Let's
Yeah,
see what. So let's. Well, you know
yeah,
what? It was fun to watch too, because on Q2, no P2, no Q2.
Q2.
Sorry, I'm messing
Yeah.
up. In Q2, Leclerc had an amazing like
Oh
lap,
yeah, I saw.
like faster than Verstappen on Q3. So he could
Yeah,
be
that's
pole, but
That's
didn't
really
happen.
interesting. And I mean, I saw like his little post-race interview and he was all like, "Oh, I am very
Yeah,
disappointed, yada yada
yeah,
yada," which
yeah,
he kind of says that for everything.
yeah. He
But like this
does.
time,
Actually,
I
he does.
like if I had a quarter for every
Yeah,
time I heard Charles Leclerc
yeah,
say, "I'm a little disappointed,"
yeah.
I'd probably be in the paddock as we speak.
I know.
No,
I
it's a
know.
lot,
It's a
but
lot. But
I mean,
he just
I
gotta
can't help but
go.
feel for him
He
this
has a good
time.
car. I think Ferrari has a good car this
Yeah,
year. You know, I think they can
for sure.
fight. They can fight, but they have to be focused. One of the things
Yeah,
about Leclerc is that he kind of loses it sometimes. He makes
yeah, for
mistakes,
sure.
and it's over. You can make mistakes in Formula One. You
Yeah,
blink,
I mean, like,
you're gone. What's your predictions for tomorrow,
let's
Lisa?
see.
Let's see.
I
Like
think,
we don't know. Like we don't have a like a you know.
yeah, I
So
don't have a
let's go.
crystal
Go
ball.
for it.
I'm gonna go out on a whim and say that Max is gonna win. I know that sounds like
Do do do
highly
do.
unlikely.
Max Verstappen. Boot, boot.
Now, it pains me to say it because,
I
like,
know.
you know, like not like pains, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I'd love to see like
Mm-hmm.
a more different national
Yeah.
anthems being played. Let's put it
Yes.
this way.
Yeah.
Um, but like I think obviously like he's gonna win.
Yeah.
And then I'm expecting
Mm-hmm.
to see some red on the podium. However, I don't think it'll be Charles.
No.
Like we previously said, he
Yeah.
crashes a
Yeah.
lot. That's actually one
Yeah.
of my nicknames for him, Le Crash. Like
Love
I
it.
didn't come up with it, but I mean,
Charles
I call him that,
Lecrash.
Le Crash.
This is not an excuse, it's difficult for everybody. So 2 days, two mistakes, same corner. So yeah, this is not acceptable. And yeah, I'm always very harsh with myself. And today is just not good. I know I'm really good in qualifying. That's on most of the time I manage to extract the absolute maximum out of the car. But yeah, again, it's the same mistake as yesterday. I lost it in turn 7.
So you're like Max?
Max, I don't know where the red is gonna be, either P2 or P3,
Okay.
but my bet is Carlos. I think he's gonna, just
Carlos?
sneak on up, get
Yeah.
into like
Yeah.
3rd. Um, now,
Third?
hoping, I think Carlos is gonna get 3rd.
Third. And who's your
Now,
second?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be I don't know, Russell or one of the
Mm-hmm.
McLaren boys. Now I'm
Yeah,
rooting for some papaya,
I
like I'm a
know.
believer
Oh,
in the papaya power,
me
but I
too.
think it might be Russell.
And
I mean,
I would say, well, of course, Max. I'll
yeah,
say Saints, and I'll say Lando.
I
Okay,
like the
let's do
sound of that.
Lando. Let's do Lando slash Piastri. Okay,
Yes,
let's put a McLaren in there.
that's fair.
But I think
Um,
it's going to be a good race. It's at 7 a.m. here in
yeah,
Canada, in
okay.
British Columbia. What time is the race for you?
10
It's
a.m.
oh, lucky. No, here we always have to wait so early, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Yeah,
the Pacific time zone must be like killing you with this stuff.
24 races this year.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And I mean,
Unbelievable.
they
It's
start
gonna
at like
be,
5, 6 for you.
yeah,
And
but
I
it's
complain
always
about them
like,
starting at 8. So I
well, we
mean,
wake up and then we have a nap, so we're good.
yeah,
We're good.
exactly.
We're happy to wake up to watch Formula One. We're happy that it's
Yes.
back, and we need to do a shout
Ooh.
out for F2.
Oh yes.
What happened in F2?
So Brazil's
Bortoleto, the Brazilian guy, got
pole
pole
position.
position.
Woo-hoo.
He was a pole position, but in the first race wasn't
It-
inverted grid, so he started in 10th and he finished in
So he's in
6th.
pole tomorrow.
So tomorrow he's gonna be a pole, and he's gonna start a pole. So we'll talk about that next week, right?
Yeah.
So next
Uh-huh.
week we're gonna watch this race. We're gonna discuss about it. We're gonna talk. What else we should talk about? It? Fashion,
Let's see.
girlfriends, what?
I'm a very big fashion girly.
Perfect.
The tea, all of the tea,
Amazing.
But
Perfect. So Lisa, it was so much fun. We're gonna do this a lot for anyone. Like
yeah, I'm
actually, we're gonna
excited.
do that 24 times.
Yeah.
There's a lot of racing going on. And
Be ready for a lot more of us coming
yes,
in the
get
next
ready.
year and
Subscribe.
years.
What else do they say on podcast, Lisa? Go. Subscribe,
Um,
like, I don't know, what do they do?
like, subscribe. I don't know the podcast lingo. But I guess you could say we're waving the checkered flag now.
Yes, we are
Have a
waving
nice
it.
night.
Have a good night.